College football is always full of twists and turns and unexpected outcomes that nobody saw coming. So in this video, I'm going to attempt to call 10 upsets for the 2025 season, even though they're basically unpredictable. At number 10, I'm going to go with Alabama at Florida State in week 1. I think we're going to get one crazy game. There's the week 1 trend where a top 10 team has lost to an unranked opponent away from home for each of the last 4 seasons. This would continue that trend. It's also a newly renovated Doak Stadium for Florida State. So I think with their new staff and with a fired up team coming off a rough season, they'll make it happen. Georgia escaped last year versus Georgia Tech. I don't think they do it again. I think the Yellow Jackets are a team of destiny in this game, and I just don't see them sleepwalking into this game or coming to this game unprepared, and I see them doing basically exactly what we saw them do last year, but actually finishing the job this time. I'm always on the lookout for an upset during rivalry week, and this is one I legitimately think will happen. Oregon has to head to Seattle to play the Huskies, and I think Washington is just going to be a much better team this year, and when they're at peak efficiency, they give the Ducks some real problems, so I think they'll take them out late in the year. How could I not pick NIU to pull off an upset this year after what they showed us last season? I just trust Thomas Hammock and this system and this program, even though they basically have no one coming back from last year. I think they go on the road versus a Maryland team with a lot of questions and pull it off. For those of you familiar with Stanford's disease or just Stanford football in general, this makes sense even though it doesn't make any sense. SMU's probably going to be ranked. Stanford's going to go on the road. It's going to make no sense, and they're going to win. They do it every year. I'm not even kidding. I made a video on this a while back. They always randomly beat a top 25 team when it makes no sense. They did it to both Syracuse and Louisville last season. I'm really liking the rebuild Jonathan Smith is doing at Michigan State and at home against their rivals. I think it'll be an opportunity for a signature win for him in his second season, and I think they'll pull it off. Michigan is also not an upset-proof team or an upset-proof roster. Yes, they have a great defense, but offensively, there could be some inconsistency, and there could be some bumps in the road, especially against a Michigan State team that has a great defense in their own right. So I think this is one where they get the Wolverines. Texas has got a tricky start to their season. They open the year versus Ohio State, they go a couple weeks, then they go at Florida, and it's the week before their game versus Oklahoma. Maybe they get caught looking ahead. Maybe they're battered from the Ohio State game. Either way, they're in trouble when they come to Ben Hill. I think Florida wins this one. I've seen it happen 4 times in a row now, and I just can't pick Ohio State. I will not pick Ohio State this year. I think Michigan beats them in the big house. I do not see Ohio State winning this game because of what I have seen over the last 4 years, and that's going to stay the same until I finally see Ohio State win this one again. Mario Cristobal has a 4-8 record in the month of November at Miami, and the Hurricanes have to travel on the road to play a Pitt team with a clear identity and a solid squad this year, and I'm just picking Pitt because of that historical trend. Cristobal has not shown that his teams can finish the year, and so I like Pitt at the end of the year. This is a game that's slipping under the national radar a little bit, but I can guarantee you Illinois, when they travel to play Duke, they will be a top 25 team, maybe even a top 15, maybe top 10 team. Duke will be unranked. I straight up think Duke is a better team this year. I think they're going to spring a trap against Illinois, and they're going to pull off an upset victory.